Today I'm sharing with you a little gardening vlog. I don't know if you'd call it gardening or just trying to keep up with the weeds, or keep them cut back. I don't know. Anyhow, the part of the yard I'm going to be showing you today has not been worked on since before I bought the property, which was back in January 2020. So it's a mess, and there's no one here to fix it but me. So I'm going to go out and do it. It's like this year, I just don't feel like I can afford to keep hiring a gardener. So I'm going to go ahead and go out there every sunny day, at least until my back starts hurting. And I'll be working on various parts of the yard. I've got a little diagram or a map drawn up to show me, the different sections of the yard. I'm only going to do one section at a time. And well, you'll see the mess that I'm in. So if you're a praying person, please pray for me, because I'm going to need prayer to get through this difficult time. Because I don't have a gardener. I don't have a husband. I just have me. I'm the one who's going to have to go do this work. So here we go. I have like a half acre here, so I have to divide it up into sections so that I can work on like a little bit at a time. I'm gonna vlog outside today, so we're heading for this area, Crabapple Paradise, which you'll see needs a lot of work. This is the place that I was calling the Crabapple Paradise. Really, I think Crabapple Thicket would be better. We have some building materials that were left from when the house was built. And just in general, things laying around. I actually did hire somebody to work on this area last, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, but obviously a lot more needs to be done. Now this plant over here with the pretty red flowers, I always wondered what that was. I finally identified it. That is a crabapple. That's a crabapple. I don't know if it's a bush or a tree, but I do know it actually had apples on it last year. So I want to sort of clear out from around it. I used to have a big apple tree next to my mobile home before the fire, and that one was not a crab apple. It was a regular apple tree, and it burned in the fire and it's gone. This one seems to be far enough away from the house that I could probably keep it. And I don't know what the apples will be like, but they're certainly worth exploring when we get to that point. Now, as you can see, there's blackberries. This is a blackberry bramble, and there's lots of those all over this yard. It's just part of what we deal with in this area. And my daughter, when she left a dog cage. I've covered it with a couple of tarps. It's got some of her things in it. So I don't know when that's going to go away. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to work on clearing things from around this thicket. Oh, look, the person who worked for me actually did some work back in this area too, it seems like. And what I would like to do is to get this completely cleared out and remove this old fencing that was here from before I bought the property. I'd like to remove that fencing because there's really no reason to have it there. And I'd like to put a pathway through that. So I want to get it all cleared out. And yeah, this area here, okay, before the fire, this area was a carport. I had a very nice carport, had electricity to it, and that all burned in the fire and was taken away. So basically there's no reason for this little thicket to be here. I've had people working on the front of the house along the fence line last year. The car over there is not my car. It belongs to my daughter and her family. So this is what I'm going to be working on today. A few gardening tools, and these are the clippers that I'm going to be using. I do have the long-handled ones too, but they're so heavy, I'd rather use the handheld ones. And this is a wire cutter I'm going to be using to get rid of that fencing that doesn't need to be there. And I found my gardening gloves, a very nice pair of gardening gloves I bought just last year. They haven't been used much, and they cover me all the way up to my elbows, which is just perfect for working on roses and blackberry brambles, which is pretty much what I've got over there. I've been out here about an hour. I did make some progress, but it looks like I'm going to need to devote a lot more time to this. I don't know how many days. My problem is that my back is starting to hurt already. I'm 71 and not in good physical condition at this point. I cleaned up some blackberries from in here. You can see the crab apples on the ground in there. There's more over there. So I'm going to have to devote many more days to this because I can only work until my back hurts so much I just can't take it anymore. I've got enough left in my back to take that wheelbarrow into the backyard and put it in the burn pile, and that's about it. That is the work that I'm going to be doing this year. I'm hoping to get that section of the yard all cleared out, and then I can take another picture or video of it for you, and you can be impressed with all the work that I've done. That's my hope and my goal for that section of the yard. Most of the rest of the yard is not that bad. That is just that one section that used to be next to the carport that has never been touched since I bought the property. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later.